Hello friends, I'm Carla of Tiny Iggy Crafts and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with you today for a very important video. Initially I was going to make this a blog post ages ago, but I lost steam. And then I thought to make it an Instagram post, but there's a character limit. Now I figured I can utilize YouTube. This video is honestly about 5 years in the making. Due to current events, I figured I would speak up. This video is on my experiences as a black woman who loves vintage fashion. My mileage may vary. I do not see my experiences as all-encompassing of other black people who wear vintage. These are just my thoughts and my experiences. Now, as a tiny small Carla, I'd often hang out with my grandpa and watch classic films on TCM or AMC back when they showed classics. And I would just be enamored with the clothing of the leading ladies. And my grandmother, mother, and my great-grandmother would often show me family photos and tell me family stories about all the clothes that they would wear. And I would often wonder where the pretty black and white clothes are at that time. After half going through other short-lived clothing phases, I saw images of people in vintage clothing around 2010, and I wanted to know more. How'd they get those clothes? Can I pull it off? Fast forward to 2012, and I slowly started to build my collection. Now, I'm quite blessed in the hip department, so I often find it hard to fit in true vintage bottoms. That's where my love of sewing comes into play. I'd make cute things, and all would be well, and I would dress vintage and look adorable, right? Well, now I'm sure you know of the word microaggression, but if you don't, I will supply the Merriam-Webster definition. Action that subtly or often unconsciously or unintentionally expresses a prejudiced attitude toward a member of a marginalized group, such as a racial minority. The phrase, "You're pretty for a dark-skinned girl," is an example. Or in another case, "Oh, I didn't know black people wore vintage. You look pretty in it," is another. Both things I've heard before in my life. But one is newer, as I've only been wearing vintage clothing for 8 years. Once I was at a local sale and shoulder to feet in true vintage and repro 40s clothing. I was looking in the seller's 40s clothes section, minding my own business, with my headphones in my ears because that social anxiety is so real. I faintly hear something, but I ignore it. Then I hear something again, remove my headphones, and the seller is talking to me. "Oh, we have 70s styles over here." I tilt my head, look behind me, and to my sides, and I realize that she's talking to me. I said, "I'm okay with the 40s. Oh, but the 70s will suit your whole vibe better." Now, that day was quite hot, and I had just started wearing my hair natural. So the fact of my hair being in an afro was what convinced this lady of saying this, right? I sighed, asked her to explain what she meant. And she pointed to my hair. Yep. Knew it. I told her, "I'm wearing 40s. I'm looking through 40s. Just because my hair is in its natural state does not equate me wanting to dress or look like I'm from the 70s. I'm going to another vendor. Goodbye." I've also had random interactions with people telling me that I don't look good in vintage because I'm black. Or I'd look better in a pinup style because it shows off my sexy curves and banging booty. Another interaction that I had was when I was doing World War II reenacting. I was wearing my Waves uniform and standing with my back to the audience, as it will. I was talking to my friends, Sarah and Sarah, and I hear a man's voice say, "Oh, a wave." I turn around, and he makes a face. And he continues, "Oh, I didn't know they let you all in the waves." But before I can formulate a response, one of the Sarahs was on it, shutting him down on his comment and calmly teaching him some military history. He quickly scuttled away. Both Sarahs immediately checked on me, made sure I was all right. I've dealt with more, but I think we'd be here for a while, right? And I've also blocked some microaggressions from my memory as they were too annoying, too tiresome. They'd beget tears. Though some include, you should do pinup because that suits blacks better. Don't do that. You're real pretty for a black girl. I didn't know y'all did regular vintage. I even got the oh so loved question, so do you want to like go back to that era? Which I respond with a resounding no. I was out with my friends group one event and we kept getting so many people coming up to us, calling us goddesses and queens, and honestly it made me feel very uncomfortable hearing that coming from non-black people. Just give a good compliment. Say, you all look pretty, you all look amazing, I love your style, and go on your way. Please. Thankfully, the good interactions outweigh the bad. I've gotten loads of wonderful responses to wearing vintage. The usual, oh, you remind me of my mom, sister, or grandma from older folks. The, oh hey, Dorothy Dandridge from my grandmother's friends. I've even been told by some black people that I've inspired them to start wearing vintage, which is still wild to me. I get lots of people telling me how pretty I am, how they wish they can do that, to which I tell them, go for it. You only live once. And why not live looking in gorgeous clothes? Every single time I would have an interaction, be it positive or negative, I would let my family know. They would be happy for the good moments and raise me up for the annoying ones. Without them, I wouldn't know how to navigate ill-informed comments with grace and civility. If I can, I try to turn the moment into a teaching one. But I'm usually too weary to even attempt and just let it be, which is shameful. Thanks to Instagram, I've made so many friends and acquaintances who are black or BIPOC individuals. One group I'd like to highlight is my friend coven, comprised of myself, Annalise, Mia, and Zena, who you may remember from Rachel Maxey's video. We're a group of awesome black people who just look fabulous wherever we go. Honestly, I was intimidated by all of them. I was so nervous about talking to Zena online at first. I thought they didn't like me. Now, we're the short, goofy sass masters of the group. Mia is our quiet, tall, contemplative sister. Annalise is our spiritual chef sister. And fun fact, I'm the oldest of this group. I've also had the pleasure of meeting Dandy Wellington not once, but twice. He's such a kind-hearted person and never fails to make me laugh when our paths cross. Check out the brothers' YouTube for more constant content. And finally, just to reiterate, I'm just one black woman explaining my personal experience. I'm not a monolith to all other black women or all other black individuals. I shared my story with you because I want you to know where I am coming from. I am a woman. I am a black woman. I am a black queer woman who loves old clothes. I get funny looks just like everyone else who does, but my funny looks come with extra baggage. I'd leave you with some helpful books and links, but honestly, that's too much emotional labor for me. Doing this was too much emotional labor. You have the internet. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hi guys, Editor Carla here. Just wanted to let you know that I will be part of a live panel called Inclusion in the Costuming Community, along with other BIPOC that are in the costuming community. Check it out on Noelle of Costuming Drama's channel. It'll be a part of CoCovid, and it will be August 2nd at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Have a good day. Bye-bye.